The world can be a pretty dark place, which is why we're so drawn to the light, to those who shine their light in the darkness. We want to be inspired, to feel hope, to see the possibility of a better tomorrow. And what's more inspiring than a story of survival? Someone who has stared into the abyss and come back with a tale to tell. But sometimes, though, we get lost in the awe of their brilliance, their happiness, their success, and we forget the darkness they once walked through. We forget that before there was light, there was a night so dark they almost didn't make it. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves that the strongest trees had to weather many storms to reach their strength, that the brightest stars had to endure the longest nights to shine their light. And in our darkest nights, we have to remind ourselves that we're not alone. Someone else out there is also struggling to see the morning light. Someone else is looking up at the stars and wondering if they'll ever shine again. And in those moments, we have to reach out, not with pity, but with understanding. Because only those who have walked through the darkness have the right to truly understand those who are still walking through it. Only those who have looked into the abyss can truly empathize with those who fear its closing in. And that's why we must never forget the night. Because the night is where we discover who we truly are, where we learn what we're made of. It's in the darkness that we find our strength, our resilience, our compassion, it's in the struggles, the heartbreaks, the failures, the betrayals that we grow, that we learn. And yes, sometimes the night is so dark we want to give up. Sometimes the pain is too much to bear. But when we do give up, when we let the darkness consume us, that's when we lose ourselves. That's when we forget who we are and what we're capable of. And we must never forget, because every night is followed by a sunrise. Every struggle ends. Every heartbreak fades. And when we remember that, when we hold on to hope, we can make it through anything. So let us not be afraid of the dark. Let us not shy away from the pain. Let us not turn away from the struggles of life. For it is in these moments that we discover who we truly are. It is in the darkness that we find our true strength. And you, my friend, are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and more loved than you will ever know. Never forget that. And if you ever do, may this night be a reminder that you are a warrior. You fought battles no one else could see, and you came out victorious. You've cried tears that cleansed your soul and left you lighter. You've stumbled and fallen, but you picked yourself up, brushed the dust off, and kept going. You've endured heartbreak, but you survived. And that, in itself, is a victory worth celebrating. You've reached out for help when you needed it, and offered it to others when they needed it. You've laughed until your stomach hurt and loved until your heart overflowed. You've been betrayed, lied to, misunderstood, forgotten, but through it all, you kept going, you kept breathing, you kept hoping. And that, my friend, is what makes you a survivor. It's what makes you who you are. And that's pretty damn amazing if you ask me. I have a confession to make. I love the night. The darkness gives me a sense of freedom, a chance to be whoever I want to be without anyone seeing me. It's in the quiet of the night that I find my voice, my creativity, my imagination. It's in the darkness that I can be vulnerable, authentic, honest. During the day, there's so much noise, so much distraction, so much expectation. But at night, it's just me and my thoughts. And sometimes I hate my thoughts, but at least they're mine. I can sit here in the darkness and write, create, dream. And when the morning comes, I have something beautiful to show for it. And that's when I realized that the night wasn't my enemy. It was my muse. It was in the darkness that I found my passion, my purpose, my drive. And I know for many of you, it's the same. You find solace in the solitude, strength in the silence, beauty in the darkness. The night is not a curse. It's a blessing. It's a chance to recharge, to reflect, to renew. It's a time to heal, to grow, to learn. It's in the quiet of the night that we can hear our inner voices, our intuition, our guides. It's in the darkness that we can connect with our true selves. And when we do that, when we embrace the night, when we dance with the darkness, that's when we find our power. That's when we become our best selves. So let's raise a toast to the night. May it bring you peace. May it bring you clarity. May it bring you strength. And may you never forget that the darkest nights are followed by the brightest dawns. The night may be dark, but you are a warrior. The night may be silent, but you are a survivor. The night may be long, but you are a conqueror. So walk boldly into the darkness, my friend, and let your light shine. Let the world know that you are here. You are strong, you are brave, you are beautiful. You are a child of the night, and you are a force to be reckoned with. You are a masterpiece. You are a miracle. You are a dream come true. And I cannot wait to see what the morning brings. We're all searching for something. Some of us are looking for love, while others are seeking adventure. Some of us want to find ourselves, while others just want to be understood. Whatever it is we're searching for, we know that out there somewhere it's waiting for us. But sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. Sometimes it's in the searching that we find ourselves. Sometimes it's in the journey that we discover who we're meant to be. And that's okay. Because as the great poet Rumi once said, the wound is where the light enters you. And that's so true. Our wounds, our scars, our struggles, our pain, our failures, our heartbreaks, they're where the light enters us. They're where we learn, where we grow, where we evolve. They're where we discover our strength, our resilience, our compassion. You know, we often think that life should be easy, that we should always be happy, that we should never have to experience pain or suffering. But that's not how life works. Life is a balance of light and dark, of joy and sorrow, of love and loss, of success and failure. And it's in the balance, in the contrast, that we find meaning. When we experience darkness, we learn to appreciate the light. When we feel pain, we learn to cherish the joy. When we suffer, we learn to value happiness. When we fail, we learn to appreciate success. And that's why we shouldn't be afraid of the dark. We shouldn't shy away from the pain. We shouldn't run from the struggles of life. For it is in these moments that we discover who we truly are. It is in the darkness that we find our true strength. Now, I know this might be hard to hear, but you need to know this. You are not perfect. You will make mistakes. You will fall. You will lose. You will experience pain. But that's okay. That's what makes you human. That's what makes you relatable. That's what makes you strong. And as the wise Maya Angelou once said, if life beats you down, you beat back. You just have to get back up and try again. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to experience pain. Because in those moments of failure, loss, and pain is where you will find your strength, your resilience, your ability to adapt and overcome. And that, my friend, is what truly makes you unstoppable. So go out there and take risks. Go after what you want. Don't be afraid to dream big, to aim high, to reach for the stars. Because even if you fall, even if you fail, you will get back up. You will dust yourself off and try again. And that's what will make you successful. That's what will make you happy. That's what will make you whole. It's not about avoiding the pain, the struggle, the failure, the heartbreak. It's about embracing them, learning from them, growing from them. It's about recognizing that these are all part of the journey, part of the adventure of life. And it's in the journey that we discover who we truly are. It's in the darkness that we find our true light.